Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got Commander and South Carolina State University #1 fan, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, we got my guy, Decatur's fearless, Corey Davis. What up, fellas?
What's going on?
What's going on there?
Live and in color.
Huh?
Why you introducing?
Live and in color, man. Y'all
Let me see
my wife, Crystal, one half of Crystal and Elisa.
Two
Here's
halves of Crystal and Lisa
Here's
Hall.
the other half of Crystal and Elisa.
We about to go. Look.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Nice to meet everybody.
This is their last episode of season 1 is coming out tomorrow. So make sure y'all check it out on all your podcast platforms.
We love you. Thank you. Thank you for shout out.
You welcome, baby. You welcome. I love y'all.
All right, we're about to go eat.
All right, y'all.
Let me get something to
Hey,
drink.
wait. What are we eating?
I will bring you some food home.
Oh,
Don't try to get on here and act like I don't be feeding you. Because I'll make sure you eat.
okay, baby. Love you.
I really love y'all. I haven't been drinking.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Hey, let's thanks to the Z Media Network. What's up?
Media?
What's up, Big Zach?
Everybody
James
check
Little
out
John.
our podcast.
Smoke one, bro.
James Little John.
Hey, Galen, I'm gonna get you high today.
I
know you ain't got no-
man. I don't know what happened. It can't
Galen.
go nowhere.
G, here. I know you ain't got no job. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing to do.
Man, hey man, happy Sunday, dog. It's been a great football weekend for all of us. I mean, you can see the smiles on our face. We're all happy today, man. We're all happy today.
That's not why I'm smiling, though. That's not why I'm smiling.
This is a good week, man. This is a good week.
Uh-oh. Why you
That's not why
smiling?
I'm smiling.
Uh-oh.
I'm smiling.
Go ahead.
I said I'm smiling at the difference a week can make. Because this time last week, we almost got put off the air.
So did. Yo, boy. It was the conundrum on this show last time. I boy wasn't in the right mind frame over there. You
I don't know
know.
what y'all talking about, but this episode is brought to you by none other than. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. All right, man. Thank you once again, Mr. Alvin Jameson, for being our sponsor. The crew and you has we've given we're giving Mr. Alvin Jameson a turkey Well, we will be meeting up with him, or I'll probably be meeting up with him sometime this week, man, to give it to him for Thanksgiving, man. We're thankful for him supporting us and sponsoring our show, man. So thank you so much, Alvin Jameson. Make sure y'all go check my guy out, man. A to the Z Media said, short memory. Absolutely, dog. Absolutely. We got to move on, man, to the next one. Hey,
tell AJ.
I mean, said, nah.
Tell A to Z Media that I don't have no short memory.
Nah.
My memory is not short.
This is 17-game season.
I got a big old chunk of crow. I got a big old chunk of crow for him to get with no water.
You can't hold on. You can't hold on to the wins and losses, dog. You gotta let them go. You gotta let them go, man.
That's a big old.
I know you're not saying
that. But speaking of wins and losses, man, let's start in college football. Yesterday, man, we had some close games. I don't know if these teams were looking past these teams, looking to the next week, the following week, which is what, bowl week, not bowl week, but championship week or whatever it is. But
it's rivalry week.
Rivalry. There we go, rivalry week. Yeah, man. Michigan. We got our guy on here, A to Z Media, man. They pulled one out at the end against the Fighting Illini. What a game. You can't A to Z said you can't have short-term memory. You got to remember all the glory days of 800 years ago when the Commanders were a good franchise.
And the same thing goes for the Cowboys. Probably about 900 years ago.
What's up, crew? Roddy Little John, what's up, baby? And Kanisha Davis, what's going on, sis? She said it was rough. And A to the Z said go blue. So tell me what y'all thought about that game, man.
Which one?
Michigan fighting the line first Illinois 1917.
They should have won. They should have won. Right. Illinois should. Who saying should have lost? Michigan.
Michigan should have lost.
Yeah, man. I'm saying they had them in the bag, and they pulled what I call a falcon. Where you got 4 minutes left, and then you give it off to but under 4 minutes, and you kick it. You kick it off, and then hope that your defense gonna hold and win. You don't play like that, man. You got them on the ropes. Play to win. Play to win this game, man. You gave them enough time to get the ball back, and you get nothing. But let me tell you what I think we had talked about this. Analytics have gotten coaches making decisions that keep their job. Not to win the game. They'll go by statistics and analytics to say, well, statistically speaking, we went this way because, win the game, man. Don't give them no time back. Don't go at 4-2, and this is the fourth down. Go for it. What's the difference between going for it and missing it? And then, I know analytics tells us that if you give them, good field position, but you're going to lose anyway. If your defense don't win, might as well give it a try. I mean, right. I felt like this is 2 games that was like that. TCU, hey, I'm giving them their props too. You take advantage of stuff like that. But Michigan should have taken an L. They should have. We were talking about that the whole time. All of us texting, Michigan in trouble. Then you give it right back. So that's my take. Should have took an L. I'm with you, OG.
Yeah, TCU should have took an L too.
Should have took an L too. Bang.
I just, something. I was sitting there hoping this was going to happen just to see what the shakeup was going to be.
Right. Now, let me ask both of y'all this. They struggled with these 2 teams, right? They struggled. Michigan struggled. TCU struggled. Now, when Georgia struggled, we got bumped down. And then we thought that Tennessee was going to be somewhere close. They got their answer also. So, should they be bumped down as far in the college, ranking? I don't know, but all I'm saying is if you stay to the letter like they did with Georgia, somebody should get bumped because they had some trouble with somebody. They had trouble.
I said the same thing about Clemson. Clemson had, but went to overtime with Wake Forest. Number 2, then they got bumped down to number 4. That's before they got beat by Notre Dame.
See,
So y'all are saying they should be dropped down?
If they go to be consistent in what they've been doing.
So, and let's stay on that same energy for Ohio State, who it says 43-30, but it was actually a closer game than that.
Yeah.
Should they be bumped down as well? And
You know what?
LSU go up?
You know what?
USC?
I'll be consistent with what you're saying there, G. Because Georgia, I think we only won 16-6. Against a strong Kentucky. I don't know if it was like you said, if it was weak, play this week or whatever, play safe this week. I'm really not sure. I know we sat a couple of guys, but that still doesn't excuse. You can't do that in college football. You got to put up points, put up buckets, to stay on top. So if we're all being consistent, I think every team should be, considered that way. As far as that's the only thing, that's the only way you can kind of gauge if they're good or not. You got to dominate. I think Deion Sanders said every week, dominate. That's the only way you can get the respect from rankings and college, football panels and all that are like, you got to dominate.
Right.
But it'd be interesting Tuesday. It'd be interesting to see what happens Tuesday. If I had to guess, they gonna leave everything like it is, except for Tennessee. Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee done.
Yeah. So they came to the Carolinas, dog.
Hey man, that Carolina. Hey man.
Hey, them Carolinas is rough, dog. That city is rough out there, man. In Carolina, that state is rough, dog. Going through Carolina.
They got a quarterback last name Rattler. Ain't it Rattler?
Ritter.
No, it ain't Ritter. I think it's Rattler, ain't it? Hold up. Man,
I think it's Ritter. Anyway, it came from Oklahoma.
I got Ritter.
Maybe it's Rattler, but he came from Oklahoma though.
Yeah.
Him and the tight end both transferred from Oklahoma.
Man, them boys came to play.
Spencer Rattler. Steve said, "What's up, Steve? Not your average guy, my guy. What's good? Welcome to the show, big homie."
Dude named Rat.
He said, "What's up, fellas?" He said, "Good evening, good Sunday evening, fellas."
Not your average guy. What's happening?
Yeah,
what's going on?
His skills just fell short to the Cincinnati Bengals. They just fell short. So, yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. Tuesday is going to be very interesting to see. I saw somebody said or read or overheard that USC has moved in the top 5. Is that true?
They are number 5.
Could it be?
They're number 5.
USC is number
UCLA.
5. Yep. Clemson moved up 2 spots to number 4. I'm sorry, number 7. And Alabama stayed right where they at number 8. Tennessee moved to number 9. Oregon moved up 2 spots to number 10 to rank, pull in your top
LSU?
10. Georgia.
LSU.
LSU, let me see. Actually, I'm sorry, LSU is at 6. Correct, my bad. They stayed in the same spot. They stayed at 9 and 2.
Okay.
But the true playoff rankings don't come out till the Tuesday, right?
Man, well, that's the college football. Yeah. This is this AP and the college coaches ranking. Yeah.
So what rival games do we have this weekend? I know we have Ohio State, Michigan, which is probably one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one. What other big ones are this weekend? Do y'all know?
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, right. Come on, South Carolina Clemson playing.
Is that a rival game? South Carolina
Clemson.
What? They're in the same state, man. Come on now.
You just shunned Georgia Tech. Like, come on, man.
But I'm saying because that's that. Come on, Corey. Now,
look, South Carolina don't know.
But I'm saying Georgia. I'm saying maybe way back when. It may be. I guess it's a rivalry because they're in state. But I'm talking about as far as the competition this year.
I'm just
that's what I mean by that. But then, I guess I shouldn't say that because based on what happened this past Saturday, hey, anything can happen.
Right. And I guess you got 2 teams. You got 2 teams in Georgia that have both won the national championship. So some kind of way. I think Georgia Tech won it in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They You know, that's when they cared about football there. You know, they want a natty.
Steve said, "Stop it, man. He's a Tech fan, but come on now, come on, man.
Hey, listen, I got to give him something.
Hey, we appreciate
State, Mississippi State, Mississippi, Maryland, Texas, North Carolina State.
But you know what the crazy part is? I'm gonna give y'all a stat that most people don't realize. Georgia Tech has won the national championship 4 times in history.
Really?
Yeah, man. You know, yeah. Look, before we were born, I think the last one was 90. You know what I'm saying? But then before that, like 50. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me try not to assume here. I know we got 4.
Wow.
So yeah, 1917. Yeah, 1917, 1928, 1952, and then 1990.
Okay. Yep. What about FSU and Florida? What about Florida State? G.
That's pretty big, huh?
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Florida State about to beat the brakes off of them.
Florida State is now 16 too.
Brakes.
Y'all have moved up, brother.
Yeah. Hey, do you see that? That our defense is finally putting it together, man. Finally coming together. So
you got I moved up 4 spaces. Y'all moved up 4 spots.
Okay. Steve said they had to split it with Colorado when they won, I guess, in 90.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something that you might not like, though, G. So Utah, they took an L, right? They went down 3 spaces, so they still ranked number 14. Utah still ahead of y'all, man.
Hey, you got Oregon and Oregon State.
Yeah. Oklahoma State.
Yeah. Auburn, Alabama would normally be a good one, but not this year.
Listen, what's normally one is Texas A&M in Texas, but Texas A&M sucked this year. You know what I'm saying? So, look, hey, man, any other coach in the SEC taking 6 L's in a row will be fired by now. He still got a job. Because if they let him go, they got to pay him $90 million. They can't walk away from it. Somebody said it. They were like, are we going to pay him 90 to sit?
Hey, 90? How about Notre Dame and USC?
Is that right?
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
They always play. I mean, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm rooting for is I just hope the coach continue to do well because I think
y'all was hard on my man.
We were. I was hard on him.
Yeah, we were keeping it real though.
We just being honest.
Yeah. Y'all was hard on my man. I told you to give that man time. I kept trying to tell y'all, give the man time.
And we weren't saying he wasn't a good coach. We were just saying if he don't win, that his leash is gonna be cut.
Yeah,
that's all we were saying.
Now, okay, put him in the same position as Texas A&M right now, and he took 6 L's. They were already talking about it at game 3. Remember? We were shaking in his boots. Right. He couldn't come and work out the game 3.
Now they won 5 in a row. They on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, man, they kicking butt. I appreciate him. But remember, we said some good things about him too. We also were saying, look, we glad he winning. Glad he win.
Y'all gave him a hard time too, though.
I was scared for the man.
We didn't give him a hard time, OG. What's going on, man? We didn't give him a hard time.
I think we were just being real. Like, no, I ain't gonna like. G said, "I mean, I think he gone." Yeah.
I didn't say that, man.
Yeah, he go.
Hey, but
that's it. I said they want to do that. They gonna get that man time. Hey, you know, I go back. I go back and get a quote now. Yeah, I go back and get a quote now.
Go find it. G said it.
Hey, I go back and get a quote now.
There got to be some text to this, man. There was some more to that. It wasn't just. It was this man has to win. If he keep losing, they gonna come for his head.
I told look, I remember asking the question. I said, "Man, I'm just concerned right now." And then G, yeah, if he keep losing, he go. I think, yeah.
And I said he would not. I said he would not let that man go. He gonna turn it around. He gonna turn it around.
You just lucky because if he would have taken some more,
I think both can be right. I don't think both are. I think both can be right. You know.
Right.
All right. Calling it now. My guy Steve says Auburn takes Bama on Saturday. So he's saying they win.
It's an Iron Bowl, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Alabama too?
It's at Alabama.
They always play them tough though. In that
they can play them tough at Alabama. I think they play. Let me see. I'm almost certain it's at Alabama.
I know between Auburn and Alabama. I know, but it goes down. It goes down.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's at Alabama. 3:30.
Alabama. Okay.
So they've only.
Hey, this Alabama team ain't the same, man. This ain't the same team.
So listen, so Auburn has only beaten Alabama like 3 times in the past 20 years in this Iron Bowl. You know, this may be their year. This may be their year.
Hey, and before we get off this college football, man, salute like A to the Z Media Network said, man, Zach, Jackson State 11-0 for the first time ever, man. Salute to Coach Prime after taking that beating in the bowl game last year. He brought this team and took them to another level. So I think we said it before. This team is like head and shoulders above every other team in the SWAC, in the MEAC. I think they're just that much better than everybody else, man.
Do that if you want to, OG.
Hey,
they don't want them. They don't want them this year.
We're gonna play them this year because we're not gonna make it. But you know something? I'm gonna tell you something though. You know, last season, even though they had lost the game, everybody thought the same thing too. Like I said, we went to the Celebration Bowl, double-digit underdogs.
You won't do that to this team this year.
Hey, every dog has his day.
Not this year.
Yeah.
If they do it, I was saying if he do it, I get it. You learn twice.
They playing. They could be playing North Carolina Central.
Okay. How are they team?
They pretty good. I know State. That's the only. I know, and that's what I don't understand. State beat them because coming into the season, North Carolina Central picked to win the MEAC. So State beat them, upset them, and then lost to everybody else.
Okay.
Oh man. All right, man. So let's move on to our next topic, man, which is the NFL. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Some big games today. Well, let's start on Thursday. Tennessee, Green Bay, and a pretty much of a rout, man. I think I told y'all last week. I think Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers only wanted to play against the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy, and it looked like that when he played out there on Thursday, man. He's missing wide open receivers. Like he wasn't even trying to throw to him. It seemed like, man, it was out of control. But Tennessee, on the other hand, is rolling. Quiet as kept. 8-3.
Yeah,
7-3.
Tannehill threw for over 300. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now
over 300, man.
Now Henry, he had 2 touchdowns. He had 2, but he only rushed for like 89 yards. It just said they kept pounding it on him though, man. I mean, even though it was short yardage, but to give him, I think they gave it to him like 36 times to keep hitting that dude's a low. You know what I'm saying? 36 times, and then somebody, hey man, switch up. Switch up with me. I'm not finna keep taking this hit, you know. But,
yeah, it was actually 28 times for 87 yards. 28 carries for 87 yards.
28 carries.
Pop, what? Yeah, 28. Yeah. Pop, welcome to the show, baby. He said, go ahead, OG. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, he said Green Bay season is over. My pop said, man.
You know.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
definitely
OG.
over. Now I was gonna say when they went for it on fourth down into the goal line and he didn't make it, boy, he was pissed when he came to the bench. Boy.
Look, that offensive coordinator trying to talk to him like, hey, man, get away from me, man. Yeah.
Boy, he was hot, boy.
He wanted to get in.
Yeah, he was on fire, dog. He was on fire. So when they did it, I was like, oh, they might be in trouble. They couldn't get in. It went all downhill for them. Downhill for the fact.
Maybe they were, like you said, in fact, hyped to play the Cowboys. Because they were a different team than the team we just saw, you know. And I was hoping that, you know, that Green Bay came out. I thought, that something lit a fire in them, saying that, listen, if we beat this Cowboy squad, which everybody like myself expected them to come and get pummeled, you know, it just didn't happen that way. Which Minnesota, God, they came out, and I'm so disappointed in Minnesota, bro.
The Brady and Rodgers era is coming to a close, man. I think we are seeing the end of two of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game. I think it's coming down to it, and I think this could be. I think definitely for Brady his last year. Rodgers, I think if Rodgers doesn't get traded, I think Rodgers will retire. I don't think he'll come back to Green Bay again. I don't think he's not happy in Green Bay.
When he signed, they got to trade him though. Somebody got to take that contract because he signed a 3-year deal.
Yeah, if they don't trade him, I think he's gonna retire.
With that backup, what's the backup?
Love. Yeah.
Love ain't it either, bro. I'm telling you, not it. You know.
So I got a question for y'all on that note. So we saying that the Brady Rodgers era is over. So who's going to be coming to a close? So who's going to be the next top two NFL quarterbacks?
Top two.
Because we're talking about Brady and Rodgers.
Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Josh be making some goofy ass mistakes though. You know what I'm saying? He has some great days, and then some day you be like, man, this dude ain't playing nothing. You know, but on a consistent level, Mahomes stayed consistent. I'll give him that one. I guess you could say, but then we're not, what about two? Well, these are young guys. You talking about like the new consistent?
It's hard to say. I like what Tua is doing. I like what Tua is doing. I want to see time and consistency. Like I want to see him do it over the course of some seasons. This season right now is definitely great. Like we said, MVP season right now. Yeah, I want to see him be an MVP caliber season every year. You know what I mean? That's how you get that level where Rodgers and Brady are. They're in that conversation every year. I think right now we have.
My bad. Has Pat Mahomes ever won MVP?
Yeah, I think he
did. Did he win one? He won one.
I don't know.
I know Lamar had. I wasn't sure if Pat had.
I want to say he did. Because I know Rodgers just won it back to back. I want to say he won it the year before Rodgers started his back to back.
2018.
Okay.
Siri told me.
Yeah. Good job, Siri. Yeah. All right. Kenny Pickett. Do y'all think Kenny Pickett has an opportunity to be eventually?
I gotta see some more. Yeah, I'm gonna say
yeah.
And man, running for his life right now. Burrow could be. If we go to another, like you gotta show me a little bit more out of Cincinnati, but I can see that. I can see Burrow possibly for him to be in his third season, and has already reached the Super Bowl and putting up. I'm always a fantasy guy, stat person first. You putting up fantasy points. You getting picked first as quarterback. Then you kind of say when your era is there. You know what I mean? Some quarterbacks get picked first. Some quarterbacks you can just keep swapping out and dropping and all that type of stuff. But you know, whenever you a player for fantasy and you can't drop them or trade them, then you know pretty decent. You can't just drop Mahomes. Yeah.
This is kind of weird to me. Alvin says, "Gee, you look better than last week. Your feelings aren't hurt." I'm not really sure what he means by that, but I think that's,
man, you know what he means.
I was saying, what? You don't know what that means? Did you see yourself last week? You watched the show?
You almost got us kicked off the air, man.
Hey, F-bombs
and everything else last week. I told you at the beginning of the show you have a different demeanor this week. A totally 100% different demeanor this week than you did last week.
Let me tell you exactly what I told my wife when we was in the car. I said, "Dang, man!" I said, "Minnesota ain't showed up at all." I said, "I really wanted to see if they lost again today." I said, "Man,
I want to see too. I want to see a repeat performance.
Have a connection on the show."
You don't know how bad I want to see. I told my wife the same thing. I said, "Man, I just hope Minnesota keep it tight, keep it close. So when we come on this air,
right?" And Minnesota been playing lights out. They come up against Cowboys and can't score. I'm sitting there driving, trying. Man, what's going on with this squad? Get out of here, man.
And this is what your family do to you. This is how you see your family want to see you at your work. This is what I'm talking about. But I can't believe y'all, dog.
But Corey, I'm gonna say something about me and you.
Come on.
Okay, so we'll be on here. Our team will win. Our team will lose. We don't sit here and throw out the F-bombs and get us almost kicked off the air and all this kind of stuff. But let them Cowboys lose. Oh, hey, my God.
Man, hey, I was trying my best. Look, the transition for my dude, you know, he's in there, look, unfocused. You know, listen, them L's mean a lot to him. They weigh heavy on him, you know. And I wanted to see it again. Huh?
No.
You feel like you were attacked? You attack yourself.
I was attacked.
You were attacked.
BB saw the same way I saw it.
What?
He saw the same way I saw it.
So let me ask you this then. So does BB only travel down one-way streets? Or does the streets he travel down go both ways?
It's one-way streets depending on what street you on.
No. Does he always travel down one-way streets?
West Peachtree is a one-way street. You can't go back the other way.
Listen to the question, G. The magic word is always.
Say West Peachtree Street?
Always.
West Peachtree only goes.
Does BB always travel down one-way streets?
Brandon is
evidently he only see the show when you get attacked. He don't see when you try to attack nobody else.
Hey, listen.
I don't think y'all. We've never got a chance to watch you all's game live like we did with the Cowboys. That was the first time. Actually, that was the second time we've been on live when the Cowboys was on. Like, we never get to watch it. Y'all don't be on prime time. But
okay, don't do now. You throwing shit.
See what I'm saying? See, this is exactly what I'm saying right here. So, BB, make a comment about that.
Yeah, shade, boy. That was shade.
Yeah, I thought Monday Night Football was prime time.
You know what? Now I don't feel bad by saying I wanted to. I wanted to see you explode or lose it again.
I did. My bad. Hey.
What'd you say?
Always throwing shade, boy.
Falcons actually played really, really good defense against a Justin Fields team who has been running rep shot over the whole league, and y'all kind of held him in check as much as you can for a running quarterback like he is, man. Give me your thoughts on that one.
Well, once again, you know, I was there to enjoy it. We didn't make some of the same mistakes that we normally do. I'll give the coaching staff that. We started off early, 7-7 early. You know, we stayed with them. We stayed competitive. But at the same time, we allowed Justin Fields. Well, we didn't allow Justin Fields to break off like he normally do, like for a quick 40, 30. You know, we kind of cut that off. We spied him the whole game, and I thought that was cool. Normally we don't spy a quarterback, and we allow him to get out. The conversions on third down, we cut those down. But we kept the spy out there, and at the same time, we got AJ Terrell back. That helped out in our secondary. From what I saw, we like you said, we tied up their best guy, which is Mooney, and we just kept it out there, and the defense kind of kept him in check, which we normally don't do. And we know he came out there hype. He bought over 100 tickets because he had family here, and it's it's good to kind of do that when And my wife said the same thing. Mariota was hungry. Listen, I got a story to share real quick. At the game, I'm standing next to a guy. He is 6'9". I mean, when I say 6'9", all of probably 350 pounds, right? So he comes in. Now this row where me and my wife sits is damn near empty. Then he comes and sits right next to him. I go, damn, big boy, your seat is right here. He was like, I bought, you know what? I feel you. So the two seats that are on the left of me and my wife, I go, hey, move over. I don't think they coming. Me and Big Boy ain't finna make it. What I'm saying? I ain't no small dude either. As the game progresses, we getting up. My man stands up and he go, high five. And his hand was so high on his high five. I felt like a little kid. And so my wife, I look at she takes a picture of it, but this dude is so big. I felt like a little child giving him a high five. He go, high five. And I go, why your hand so high? I'm like, I jumped. But my man is huge. I ain't get his name, but they were from Chicago, but he was a Falcons fan. And his buddies were Chicago fans. You know what I'm saying? But, big shout out to Big Boy out there on the field playing. He should have been out there blocking. He should have been. Yeah, my man. So my man said, I said, Big Boy, I'm going to give you some space. I'm going to move over. I'm going to give you some space, big homie. Because you need that. You know what? I appreciate it. Because he said on the flight here, he had to sit in the middle of somebody. I said, you sat in the middle? I said, you sat in the middle? He said, I know, man. He said, it was tough out here. Golly, but so my boy said he was huge and friendly. Yes, I didn't get his name, but he was a friendly guy.
That's awesome, man. Did you tell him about the show?
You know what? I did. I did not tell him about the show. I'm sorry. I did not tell him about the show.
Corey, what are you doing at the game, son? Are you just watching the game? You ain't plugging the show in at all.
You know what? Normally, where I sit at, there's a space. You know what I'm saying? They get sold all the time, and there's not. Ask James. James said in my section, it's kind of it's a fickle section or whatever. But no, I
seen your section last time I was. Yeah, I seen your section. I went over there.
Good.
Yeah. Good seats, man. Good seats.
Not bad. But there ain't a whole lot of people talking over there. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm always surrounded by. It seems like that section is heavy with travelers. Like when we were there. Like there was a heavy. I don't want to say heavy Indian group. There's a heavy. Out of towners are there. Yeah, I want to say that. So I don't see the same people. You know how you said you see them same people every week. Every week you see the same people.
Yeah.
But I did not. I apologize to the TCY family. I did not plug the show. I really don't talk a whole lot. One dude, remember I kept saying he banging his hand. He was clapping so loud. Hey, my wife. I'm talking about he was in my ear. And there's a lot of drunk people always in our section too. So
yeah. That's a good point. I give you that. All right. Yeah, good win, man. Good win. That takes you.
My wife does promote. I apologize.
Yeah. James said he's our biggest promoter as well. He said he promotes the show more than we do. So look, it's a great win, man. That moves y'all record to what? 5-6?
5-6, yes.
5-6. So that's a good win, man. Good win. Let's stay in the division. The New Orleans Saints pick up a big win. No, not a big win. Let me change that. I'm sorry.
For me,
they pick up a win. Yeah, for you. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean,
I needed them to take another L. Though. For me, I needed them to take an L. You know, I know for y'all, you know, in the NFC standings, I needed them to take an L.
But they didn't. They won. Yeah, New Orleans won against the Los Angeles Rams, who is falling apart over there. They sold their soul last year for the Super Bowl, and they're paying here. And let me say this, man, and I want to hear you all's thoughts on Jameis Winston. I know y'all asked about like, why isn't he playing, man? Why isn't he getting this spot? He came out in the locker room yesterday and said, man, his soul is hurt because he lost his job to an injury. And you're not supposed to lose. The rule is you don't lose your job when you're injured. And he felt like he lost his job while he's injured, and he's hurt. His soul is hurt, man. Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think he lost his job because of an injury?
I don't know if he lost his job because of the injury, but the thing is, if instead of your soul being hurt, you need to be bringing your soul together, doing what you need to do to get your job back. I got another comment about that too. I'll say for a minute.
Now I'll say this here too. Now he did, huh?
He needs to work harder to get his job back. Is what you said, OG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the same thing Kanisha just said.
Yeah.
He don't have time to be hurt. He needs to be focused.
But you know what? At the same token, though, like last week he called out the coaching staff. You know what I mean? But you can't. I think somewhere along the line, I'm rooting for him to play, but we are Jameis. He just say some old goofy ass shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes you say something that get you in trouble. You know, or let your mouth say stuff that you can't get yourself out of. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I mean.
Yeah.
And he says, Dennis Allen, he's talked about Dennis Allen on more than one occasion, just saying that he was concerned, saying that some stuff you just don't say. You say no comment, man. Whatever it is, like you said, they don't want that dude playing. And we know, and this is just me. I think they're in a better position if he were playing than, they've been scooting over. They've been getting some lucky light wins, but man, I just don't think they want him. They don't want him playing anymore. He's run his mouth too much. I'm trying to be political about this. He should be playing. I want him playing, but I think sometimes you need to not say so much, not be as vocal. Even when you say your heart hurt, hey man, just listen. They don't want me playing. At the end of the season, throw the deuces and that's it. Y'all lose, y'all lose. Now he does throw interceptions, but he's in a better situation. He can run faster. They ain't put Hill in, and Hill is garbage, He had that one good game, and they ain't came back to him since. I think it was game 3, and Hill went off. He had, I put him in the quarterback position. He was tight end and quarterback. But they didn't go back to him. The red rifle, come on, man. Get out of here. Jameis gives them the better opportunity to win, but they just, somewhere along the line, they do this the third option right now, maybe fourth. After Hill, who knows? But he had planned to play, and then he did. Remember, he did that same thing in Florida State when they told him that you're not playing, and he come out there with a whole uniform on and practicing. And Jimbo Fisher go, "What the hell are you doing? What? I'm playing. You're not playing. Go take that uniform off." He had to literally tell you on the national stage, and you just finished stealing crab legs, and then you don't want to put the uniform on yourself. Every now and then he'll just do some old goofy ass shit.
Yeah, and he wasn't. And for me, I don't think it was the injury. Honestly, I think they like the consistency of what Andy Dalton brings at the quarterback level. I think my guy mentioned, Steve mentioned immature. I think he still has some immature ways. And you don't want your leader, which is supposed to be your quarterback, to have these kind of immature tendencies. And he kind of has them. I think he probably plays a little bit too much. As a quarterback, you want a level-headed quarterback, a level-headed leader who is gonna be serious. I don't think he played well his first 3 games before he got injured. He went 1-2 in the first 3 games. I don't see it. He had 5 interceptions. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, he had 5 interceptions in those 3 games. He had 3 in the second game and 2 in the third game before Andy Dalton came in there. And my guy Alvin James says, what consistency at quarterback? Andy Dalton is not going to lose the game for you, and he's not going to win them either. But he's going to keep you. He's going to keep you in the game, as long as your defense can play well.
That's what you.
That's what I think.
That's what he did to Cowboys.
Yeah, that's all he can do. He's not going to lead you like your starting quarterback will. But I don't know if James Winston is that guy. So Alvin says no risk, no reward. No, dog, that's not. That you don't want a risky quarterback. Like that's only gonna get you so far. A risky quarterback can only get you so far. He'll have a great game. He'll have you're a 500 team with a risky quarterback, I think. Y'all agree with that? No.
Alvin did ask a good question. What team can he go to?
It's too early to say. He barely in
as a what?
He had to be a quarterback. What position he gonna play?
A starter or a backup?
I don't think he can. I don't know if any place he can go and be a starter.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I just right off the top of my head, I can't think of a team that he can go to and be a starter right now.
Maybe Houston.
Yeah,
Davis Mills, Yeah, I put him over Davis Mills.
But a lot of Davis Mills' problem is that he don't have an offensive line. I saw that today. I saw that day, but oh good. I in points. I feel sorry for my man.
Who you feel sorry for?
Houston quarterback Mills.
Davis Mills. Where did he come from? Where did Mills come from?
I don't know, but he was a rookie last year.
Alvin,
you can't throwing this out there, Alvin. 5,000 passing yards, man. You can't keep throwing that out there, big dog.
With 30 interceptions on top of that 5 stacks. 30 interceptions. Hey, hold up! Before I forget, man, while we're talking about yards, we didn't talk about this. Do y'all realize, Tom Brady, he threw over 100 stacks. He got 100,000 yards.
100,000?
Yeah, and last week he eclipsed 100,000 yards in his career.
100,000 yards.
We all been. We didn't talk about this. Tom Brady is now the all-time leading passer in NFL anything.
But to me, that's not surprising. Many years that he done played.
Right, but I'm just saying, is it 21? But 100,000 yards.
Is it 21 or 24?
I think it's 24. Leader by 50. Yeah, he's leading by 15,000 yards. The next person to him, who is that? And that's Breeze. Yeah, I think. Yeah, he got 100. He got 100,000 last week, or maybe the week before that. We never did cover it, but he got over 100,000 yards.
That's a lot of yards, but
and he still want to play next year. So Breeze got 85. What? So it's Breeze, then it's Peyton Manning, I think, with 72. Then after Peyton Manning, I think it's Brett Favre with 60. And them jokes.
He played about 10 years more than everybody else.
Hey, man, it can still do. But I'm just saying that record ain't gonna never be broken.
Oh no, heck no.
Nah. He's played 40 years, my dad said. Look.
You know what? In lifetime, he probably started playing football at 5 your whole life. For your wife to be on.
That's huge. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, though. I mean, to play as many years as he's playing and still be productive, that's a lot, man. 100,374 to be exact. So appreciate that, Tanisha.
100,374.
Wow.
All right, man. So we talked about Houston having a horrible offensive line, and the Washington Commanders took advantage of that, man. How many sacks did y'all end up with, OG?
I don't even know. I stopped counting.
Stop counting. It was every time I saw it, man, they was on his. I think Sweat had 3.
Yeah. It was. I tell you, I feel bad for him, man. It was so bad. I usually don't feel bad for a team we playing, but I feel bad for that dude today, boy. He had. In the first half, they didn't have but 5 total yards.
He said 5 total yards. Wow.
Yeah. Hell of a game, man. And now you all are on a 3-4 game winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
4-game winning streak, man. Bringing your record to 6-5.
That's right.
6-5. Everybody in the NFC East, man, is above 500. So,
but something did come out today that y'all been asking about, and that's Riverboat Ron made a statement today that Taylor Heineke is the quarterback, regardless of whether when Wentz come back.
Hey, so, I messed that up.
So going back to what we were just talking about, about losing your job when you get hurt.
Hey, on your day off. You get fired on your day off.
I'm not sure what the difference going to be. I mean, what's going to be with Chase Young. I was kind of disappointed he didn't come back this game, but I think they got to Wednesday or Thursday. Just bring him off IR.
You know what's crazy?
IR for the rest of the season.
So I read about that too. So it's either gonna be like, listen, we're doing okay without you right now. You know, to bring you back in and re-injure yourself.
Yeah.
If we keep you out the whole season, we can ensure that you'll be a whole lot better because they're just not confident in his ability to play right now, and then go in and re-injure himself.
Yeah, and I would definitely rather them keep him out with the risk of him coming back and re-injuring himself and potentially ruin his career, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, to me, it's not. I'd rather them bring him back. I would like for him to come back and win, but not under those circumstances. I want him to be 100% healthy.
They got a lot of. He got now. And he's still on that rookie contract right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I also read that it's also on his management team. They're looking at the future money that this kid can make, which makes sense too. It's a business decision also, Sort of. They were saying a la Leonard, Kawhi Leonard. It's like, I still got a lot of football left. I'm still young. I want to make sure that I don't kill any chances of making any future money after this rookie season. After this rookie contract is done.
Mm-hmm. I did hear something about them bringing him back on Wednesday, so we'll see. And that I think that's when they have their first practice and first real practice or whatever. So we'll see if they get him off IR. But they are rolling, man. The Washington Commanders are back in the business, man. So and I heard something that there is a possibility that all 4 teams can make the playoff. I got to see how it works. But I heard that it's a possibility, man. So it's slim. I don't think it's ever happened before. But go ahead, Corey.
So we're gonna ask this same question to the OG because I think you were heavy on when me and G was saying, this should be Heineke's job, and you were like, nah, if Ronald McDonald come back, it's his job.
Whoa! There you go with your shade.
I've been calling him Ronald McDonald. I'm just saying.
Would you been shade though?
Would you give Wentz his job back though? With how
what I was saying was, I would like for Heineke to keep playing because they have jailed with Heineke and they're playing good with Heineke. But I just didn't think because of the money they were paying Wentz that they would sit Wentz. Now, am I upset with the decision? No, not at all.
Right.
I'm happy with the decision. I just thought that I guess like Jameis Winston thought that you can't lose your job while you're hurt.
But I'm saying you didn't answer my question.
What?
Allow me to go back to you. Let me read the master question.
Okay.
When he's healthy now, he's ready to go.
Who?
Wentz or next week?
No. He didn't dress up today.
There's a reason why. Don't put your clothes on. But what I'm saying is, because Heineke is balling. You said that he's earned the right because of the money to get his job back. Would you if you were in leadership, ownership, coaching, would you put him back in as a starter?
No.
We know the money situation, but no? Okay.
No, because like I said, the team is starting to jail and they're winning with Taylor Heineke. I mean, why risk that just by bringing him in because we paid him the money to come there? No. Right now, it's all about winning.
So what happens next year? If let's say Heineke pulls off, maybe let's say 10 wins, 12 wins to be even on a better note.
Wentz will be sitting on the sideline with that earpiece in his ear, listen to the plays being called.
For $60 million.
Hey, don't act like it hasn't happened before.
So let me ask you this. So is this Heineke's job and with no leash, or is this Heineke's job with a leash? So if he loses,
there's no leash. There's no leash.
Okay.
They basically said today that he is playing without having to look over his shoulder and worry about somebody coming in and taking his spot. This is it's not his job to lose. This is his job.
Okay, good. I like it. Steve said, I'm never a supporter of messing with the mojo because of money. And Kanisha said, I wish somebody would pay me for not to do something.
Yeah,
I wish someone would pay me to not do nothing.
So peep the game. So peep the game. So Heineke right now for 2021 he made $1,593,000. That was last year. All right. This year, his contract owes him $2,750,000. $2 million. With incentives, he can make up to $4 million. That's it. So even if which I believe is going to be the Commanders, but they're going to pay that man. That man over the bag.
Like you say, if we keep going on the path we're going, next season, to keep him there, they're gonna have to pay him.
Yeah. He don't earn that to go somewhere. Like I said, his current contract basically said on a total, I said a little bit over $4 million.
So it sounds like they're gonna be trying to trade Carson Wentz at the end of the season. Again,
he said again. Golly.
All right, man. Let's stay in the division, man. Philadelphia comes back late in the game versus Jeff Saturday's Indianapolis Colts, who are playing well. I think the OG mentioned this, man. What if he actually turns out to be a pretty decent coach and has them winning? He has them playing, and maybe he's delegated the right way, but they're playing tough. They had this game against Philly, man, and let it go. So allowing them to stay 8-1, but man, Philly finding a way to win at the 9-1. I'm sorry, 9-1. Yeah, Philly finding a way to win. But you are seeing, and I was telling my guy Alvin Jameson, our wonderful sponsor, that I'm seeing chinks. I know they picked up Sue. They picked up Joseph. They still not stopping the run. The Washington Commanders told you what to do. The Colts came in and did the same thing. I don't know. Talk to me, man, about that game, y'all.
Big Davis wasn't in there today. And they had another guy on their regular, defensive end line that didn't play also. I forget his name. The Samoan kid. So they I think that was one of the reasons why they, like I said, they brought in Ndamukong to kind of meet him up a little bit. But Davis in the lineup is a little bit different. I mean he's a beast by himself. I think
Davis is gonna be out for a minute.
Davis gonna
I don't think. That's why they picked these people up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So is Hargrave hurt too? The kid from Sacramento, he hurt too?
Hargrave was there.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
I just know it's the Samoan kid, and I know Davis has been out with that high ankle sprain.
Yeah. I think it's worse than they say it is. I think it's worse.
Is it okay? Well, and that's I ain't gonna lie. And Ndamukong was one of the guys that he hadn't played in a while. Matter of fact, this is what this is game week. I mean, week 10. Now I think he's been keeping in shape. I was hoping that we pulled him and put him on the line. I think we had talked about this before, and I think you were heavy too with some team to kind of pull him and just to have him there to beef up your defense.
He played today. Got him a sack.
It's more, huh?
Right. And he played today and got a sack.
Coming right off the street,
Yeah.
Hey, so I think they'll get better, but I do think that the Commanders did kind of expose them a little bit. But at the same time, the team showed some heart, some true grit, and came back and beat an Indianapolis team. I think we talked about this before. Somebody at halftime said, "Hey, we're not finna lose to Jeff Saturday and this new regime here, and Matt Ryan coming back. Do something,
right?
Right. Play with heart, play with some heart, and pulled it out." So, now the question you asked was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just about to say Alvin Jameson said at 9-1. Enough said.
And listen, however they can do it. We never said it was gonna be easy going down the stretch. It get tough. And I think their next assignment is the Cowboys. If I'm not right, that's their next assignment.
They got Tennessee next.
Tennessee. Oh, then y'all.
Nah, they don't see us till Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was coming down the line. Okay.
Yeah, they still got the Giants. Green Bay. Let's see them go through their schedule real fast. I'm sorry, they got the Packers next, then Tennessee, then the Giants, then the Bears, and then the Cowboys.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So I can see 3 out of those 2. They'll blow through. But I think they'll catch it with y'all and the Giants.
Yeah.
So G, are you still saying the Cowboys go win the division?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With some help, you can need some help though.
We needed this win today.
But you need some help to win the division though.
All we need is Philly to lose one more game.
So you need help.
I mean, everybody needs help.
But if Philly lose one game and y'all beat Philly and y'all don't lose no more games,
we got it.
Why?
Because we had a better record in the division.
Man, Vikings came into this.
Y'all got a better record in the division.
Yeah, because we beat y'all. They lost to y'all. We beat, and then we would have beat them. So they have 2 losses inside the division. We only had 1.
But y'all still got to play us though.
I know you just said we went out. You just
no. I didn't say you go win out. I did not say that.
That's what you just said.
No, I asked you.
You said we beat them.
No. I did not say win out. I said, do you think you still go win the division? I didn't say nothing about you winning out.
Right. I said yes, and that's
okay.
Right? You said
I didn't say.
They have
I didn't say nothing about you.
Yeah,
listen,
you did. You said I said they have to lose. I just need them to lose one more, and he said when they play us, and if we beat them, we'll have the division. You said, how would y'all have the division if y'all went out and y'all beat them? How would y'all still have the division, right?
I didn't say you go win out. Play it back. I didn't say nothing about you winning out. Knowing you got to play us.
Huh?
I didn't say nothing about you winning out. I just asked you how would you win.
So,
I didn't say you go win out. That's your opinion. I asked you for your opinion. My opinion, you won't win because we gonna beat you.
We won't, because you got us losing to who? Who you got to lose to? Y'all, right? You got us losing to y'all.
You probably losing.
That's the last game of the season, right?
Spoilers.
That's the last game of the season.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ever had these calypso?
You know,
pretty good.
Look, we've taken our only loss in our division already. That's all. That's the only one we're taking.
They're going to write down a moment.
You say natural
right, man. So speaking of that, man, my Cowboys took on the 8-1 Minnesota Vikings at their house.
Hey, y'all didn't take on y'all. They show up.
With the dynamic Justin Jefferson, who y'all said was going to kill us. Dalvin Cook, who you said was going to kill us.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that, G. Don't you be a hypocrite. You came on the show.
That's what they're doing. Let go ahead and do it, Corey. Let it go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let it go ahead.
Y'all said this. These are y'all words. This is what y'all said.
No. Nobody said nobody was going to kill y'all.
Boy,
what about them? We said, what about them? We said they going to kill y'all, G.
You didn't say Justin Jefferson was going to run all over Trayvon Diggs back there?
No, nobody said that, man. No.
OG,
no.
You didn't say that?
No.
OG, I'm listening. OG, you didn't say that?
And you can eat some more crow.
OG, did you say that?
Rewind it, play it back, and then you go eat some more crow.
He did not say that. He did not say that.
Okay, OG. You didn't say that Justin Jefferson was going to run over us.
No. Only thing we said last week, we said what I didn't say nothing about Cook. I just said what about Jefferson in this upcoming game.
And what did I say?
Ain't no time did I say he was gonna run over y'all, Dalvin Cook was gonna run over y'all. I didn't say all that, man.
When you said Jefferson, what did I say about Jefferson?
I don't know what you said. I worry about me. I can't
come on now.
No, come on, man.
Okay, so what?
Scott, yes, we do know, Scott.
Oh, now we don't know.
See, it just goes to show you. And see, he wonders. Well, not he. They wonder why people despise Cowboy fans so bad because they sugar and shit. When they win, they sugar. When they lose, they shit.
Look, hey, y'all can't get mad because y'all wanted to talk trash last week when we lost.
That's not what.
Now we win. Now you want to say nothing.
No, that's not what
now
I'm saying.
You don't want
G.
to say nothing.
That's not what I'm saying.
No.
Now you look at your demeanor today.
You want to say no?
Demeanor last week.
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't be a hypocrite.
That's
what they're doing.
You want to be able to kick us when we down, but then when we win, you're like, oh no, y'all won. Now y'all want to get.
No, because
I was super happy last week when we lost.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because nobody has a different demeanor on this podcast when their team win or lose than you. Oh,
really? I will go back and I will show you how you look when your team lose. I will show you how you look.
Show me.
All right.
Show me.
I'm gonna put it on there.
Was I throwing F-bombs?
Huh?
That throwing F-bombs?
Hey.
Did I throw any F-bombs? Did I throw any F-bombs?
I'm gonna show you how he look when his team lose too.
I'm sad. I know how I look.
Do we throw any F-bombs? Do we throw any F-bombs?
Huh? You ain't gotta throw F-bombs. You ain't gotta throw F-bombs.
That's the difference, G.
But look here. Hey, your game wasn't live. My game was live. I was in that.
And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the difference.
When y'all get a prime time game, I will be able to see your live reaction. Do you be going crazy when your team playing?
And I'm gonna tell you the logical excuse they use every time, Corey. The logical excuse they use every time, Corey, is we passionate. Like everybody else ain't damn passionate about their damn team.
Gee.
You got me cussing. Something I ain't do.
OG. How do you act when you watching your team play? How do you act when you watch your team play, OG?
How do I act?
That was a good play. Oh, that was a good call. Good call. Or are you passionate about what you watching? I know you being there throwing shit at the TV and everything.
I'm passionate, but I'm a consistent passionate. I'm not boisterous like
not,
you are
OG. Right now. No, you're not.
You just see you do it so much you can't even see it. You do it, and you remind me exactly of my cousin. My cousin would call me when Washington lose, right? I called him last week. His wife answered the phone every time. Every time I call, he going somewhere. He doing something. He won't come to the phone. That's your typical Cowboy fan. That's why people despise y'all so much.
So like, hey, I was on here to take my punishment, and guess what? It's my time to do some kicking now. So you take this ass whooping that I'm giving out, dog. That's all.
What
you
ass
whooping?
Do. You ain't giving me no ass whooping, dog. You ain't giving me no ass whooping. No.
He's coming for you too.
It ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that kind of party, bro. It ain't that kind of party. Trust me. Trust me. Party.
Hey, take this whooping.
I tell you what. You should have saved some of them 40 points because you gonna need them.
One thing about the Cowboys, we gonna take a beat. We gonna get right back up and keep on fighting, dog.
Yeah, okay.
We gonna keep on fighting.
But you go complain. You go complain about the referees and everybody else and their daddy when you lose because there can't be nothing called against the Cowboys. Nothing can be called against the Cowboys. I'm gonna give you a primetime example today. And it wouldn't have made no difference. But that damn catch that CeeDee Lamb had on the sideline, that wasn't no damn catch. That ball hit the ground big as day. I know what they call.
Okay, that's a catch then. That's your law. That's a catch.
It just goes to show.
That's a catch. I don't want to hear it. It's a catch.
Gee, the only thing that gets me is all week, like I said, you went on the show, Cowboy Nation. We got to do this. They came with this. They did this right here. You come on. Up until the game, you were a little bit nervous. You know what I'm saying? You had your reservations. You came on. You did.
I was not nervous.
You weren't nervous.
I told you what we need to do.
He ain't never nervous. Until they lose.
I'm never nervous.
Until they lose.
Never nervous.
Until
never nervous. I'm not even nervous when we lose. I don't
like
that we lose, but I'm never nervous.
But when y'all lose, I put it this way: y'all don't never lose. The referees always cheat y'all. Y'all don't never lose.
It is what it is.
Yeah, y'all should be like the 72 Dolphins. Many times. Yeah, okay.
It is what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of losing, man, the New York Football Giants lost to the Detroit Lions.
Did they?
Yes, they did. 31-18. Moving their record to 6-3, and we actually see them on Thanksgiving. And I brought that up because OBJ said he is trying to see which team he's going to go to, the Cowboys or the Giants.
He's not going to make no Giants, man. Everybody know that.
It's a new regime for the Giants. It's a new regime.
But my only thing about OBJ. Okay. My only thing about OBJ, he's chasing the ring. But is OBJ healthy? Nobody knows that. Nobody. This dude done had back-to-back ACLs.
So he did say that the Giants were on his radar now.
Yeah. It's two teams.
That's just
Giants.
I told you.
Don't fall for that, Corey.
But I'm just saying. I brought it up last week. That it'll be a good home feeling. They to see him back. It might just happen.
Yeah.
He trying to get them Cowboys hype. They ain't gonna be no difference.
No, it's not. I mean, so he's coming. He's going to each one of the facilities after Thanksgiving, after the Thanksgiving game. He's going to meet with both organizations. They're going to,
Say the Giants and who?
Cowboys. Cowboys. So they're gonna go check his health, make sure, see how his knees looking. So this would be everybody's first chance to see where he is physically. So
Cowboys, he's from Texas, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's from his family lives in Texas and they're huge Cowboy fans.
He got a mama that lives here.
Does he? Or you
Yeah,
just made that up?
She used to live here. I mean,
you can make that up.
She used to live here. Yeah. She still live here.
So
I'm still living there.
Albert Jameson said, yes. He said, yes, they did lose, and he owns it. Alvin Jameson, you have no choice but to own it. I mean, it's a loss. What else you wanted to?
Oh, she lived here. She lived here in 2014 with her daughter. Now she lives in New Orleans.
Okay.
She used to be here. Look, she used to be here.
Yeah. That's what you said. That's what you said. You was right. You was right. Hey.
So you politicking for him, G?
I would take OG, but I would take OBJ. I would take OBJ.
You take anything you can get right now.
Rest Haven.
I mean, we got 40. Hey, we on the winning column right now, dog.
Y'all Rest Haven.
You call it what you want. Maybe y'all should join in. Maybe y'all
I'm not. See, that's one of them. He throwing that hook out there, but I ain't taking it.
Look, we only had that kind of money, you know.
He throwing that hook out there, but I ain't taking it.
I know, right?
Cause you will get me started stamping tickets again.
Snapple, baby, Snapple. Get you some Snapple. QB strawberries on point.
Calypso. Pineapple peach limeade.
H2O. H2O.
Hey, speaking of H2O, man, Buffalo got a lot of it in the lights of snow. In Buffalo, man, They had to move from Buffalo and play in Detroit.
Right.
They played Cleveland in Detroit.
Did y'all see that stadium? Did y'all see the stadium?
Covered in snow.
Yeah.
They said they couldn't even. Yeah, they couldn't even. Normally they're prepared for it. They said they got plastered. They couldn't even prepare for. They got heaters. They normally, like I said, they're prepared for this type of stuff. They're like, it didn't make no sense.
I think the last practice before they went to Detroit, they couldn't even practice. They had to have a virtual meeting.
Dang.
Yeah.
Virtual meeting. Yeah.
And man, can you imagine that much snow? I wonder how the roofs on houses don't to support that. That much weight.
They be like you said, they're prepared for the most. Sort of like with Louisiana and during hurricane season. When I lived there those 10 years, I mean, listen. After how you first there, you like, man, we need to go to the grocery store. Man, listen, they live it. They prepare, but sometimes you just can't prepare for all of it.
I'm moving.
He said,
right. I can't.
It won't take me one time for me. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Putting this up for sale. We gone.
Look, they almost didn't make the flight.
Yeah,
they couldn't get out of their houses.
Yeah.
Like the players. So they said, okay, we gotta go to Detroit. But they didn't plan for everybody to get out of their houses. So everybody was stuck in their houses, man. They had to come somehow get the players and coaches out of their houses, dog. It was crazy.
No plans.
Yeah. So they barely made it on the flight to get to on Detroit, man.
Let me tell you a story real quick. My wife is from Cleveland, so they get hella snow too, right? So my first time going to Cleveland, I got my canvas. I had some high top Nikes, the 92 Clevelands, on. Now I flew out of Akron. And I had a little light jacket on, you know what I'm saying? I get off the plane, I'm like this, man, what all that's going on right now? I'm walking past, and I'm thinking I'm looking at a big TV. I'm like, hey, man, is there snow out there? Listen, man, I had to buy a coat at the airport. And I'm talking about, I was like this, man. I said, how much I need to buy a jacket? Look, I need to buy a jacket. They're like, yeah, here you go. Listen, way overpriced. But look, let me go. So I get to my father-in-law's house. I'm trying to impress him, right? So the snowplow guys coming through the neighborhood. So I go, because he tell me, he said, hey, KD, going out there with little Kenny, y'all start shoveling the snow. I'm like, well, I won't do that. I'm from Georgia. I don't do snow like that. I'm like this. Then I got my new, Canvas 941s. I'm not doing all that. I said, so I ain't gonna lie. He was like my father, this was my first bed. He was like, that dude crazy. I'm like, I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. I don't do snow like that. So I go out and talk to the snowplow guy. I'm trying to be cool. I'm like, look, man, how much do you know to plow the street in the driveway? My man said, I said, he said, listen, 75, I'll go ahead and put snow, whatever that little tractor thing is, and get your stuff. I said, man, don't pay that dude no more. I said, no, I got it. I'm talking to my future father-in-law at the time, trying to impress him. No, I got it, man. 75, gave him the money. Listen, the next morning, it's full again. I'm like, boy, I just that thing, I look out the window like this. I said, y'all should be straight to go to the store, Look out there like that. Why that smoke back? I said, I thought he put the salt down and all that stuff. Boy, that stuff didn't do nothing. And I was just $25 so fast and so quick in so many seconds. So her dad gonna tell you, how much you pay that dude? And all this, 75? 75?
That dude say, oh, he could be calling me back tomorrow.
Right, boy, listen. Hey, he had a fool on the line so quick. He was like, he said 75. I said 75. That's all. Yeah. Look, cool. Boy, stop. That's the last time I ever did that. He got a quick 75 out of me. He said, hey, that already a 5. That dude from Atlanta paying. What's that?
Oh boy.
That was terrible.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And look, then went back to New. Look, then I went back to Baton Rouge. I ain't never wear that coat no more. Never wear that coat again.
Hey man,
I'm impressed.
That is hilarious. Yeah, things we do to impress people, man. But
what?
I think the coach, I'm not the coach, but the quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders impressed his teammates with his passion, his emotions, and his post-game interview last week, man. They came out and played. They played for him, I thought, today. And they win versus the Denver Broncos in Mile High Stadium.
Hey, man.
With overtime, right?
Overtime, man. Overtime. They win the game 22-16. Let's ride.
I'm gonna say ain't riding nothing. Hey man, they just wasted 106. How much you getting guaranteed? 164?
164.
Is it his fault, man? Is it his fault? Is it Russell Wilson's fault?
I've heard somebody say, man, you can't overcome bad coaching, no matter how good your quarterback is.
This is a rookie coach, right?
Huh?
This is first year, right? The coach.
Yeah. That's. But he's pretty bad. He's pretty.
But you say the same thing about what you call him too, though.
Yeah, Josh is pretty bad too, man.
He need
they both. Two bad coaches playing against each other, man. Who's gonna be the worst? That's just trying to figure out who's gonna be the
somebody
worst.
bound to
Nobody
win.
it took him overtime to figure it out.
All right. So Russell Wilson, he was 24 for 31 for 247 yards. That's a Russell Wilson type game, 247. No interceptions this time, but nothing that'll get you over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon showed back up today after being basically benched for the past 4 games for his fumble problem. 8 carries for 31 yards. I think he had one long run, but that fumbling got them. Like I said, he ain't played in 4 games.
Yeah, and we don't have to stick too much to this one, man. These are 2 teams that ain't going nowhere. We don't want, both of them. They scratching to see who's gonna be last. Like,
let's get this draft pick.
Let's get this draft pick, man. But on the other end, man, you got the New York Jets who fall to the New England Patriots 10-3. I think at one point, Zach Wilson was -5 yards passing. I don't know how you get to -5 yards, but he was at -5 yards passing.
I think I think they count sacks against that.
Okay.
Was this a snow game?
Phew.
Was
No,
it snow out there?
no.
Rain?
No snow.
No
No rain.
Anything?
Cold is in New England, but it's cold. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Please give me something. Yeah.
Look, this is how bad it was. Zach Wilson was the leading passer for him at 77 yards. Guess who the leading rusher was?
Zach Wilson
at 20. He was that whole offense.
It's the defensive battle, man.
God.
Man, Mac Jones threw for 246 at least.
They did.
Yeah. And then D. Harris ran for 65.
And they just got 10 points.
10. They got 10 points. 10 points, man. They had 3 in the first half and 7 in the second.
And the last play of the doggone game, just about.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it wasn't even. It was a punt return, right? It wasn't even. It wasn't offense. It was a punt return.
Even the 85-yard punt return to win the game.
Speaking of punt return, I'm gonna give Cordell Patterson a shout out, man, for breaking the
we already talked about it.
Today.
Corey, go ahead and say your piece, man.
What we talking about?
We talked about Atlanta earlier, but go ahead and say your piece. We talked about the big dude. We talked about the big dude with the high five.
You said I missed it. I ain't hear it. Oh man, my bad then. Did we do
You said it.
Yeah, you talked about the big dude.
Talked about the big dude.
No, I'm saying. But I ain't know we talked about Cordell Patterson though.
No, you did. But what G tried to be funny, saying you already had your chance to talk about your team.
Oh,
you can't talk about
I'm going crazy. I'm like,
that's basically what you're trying to say.
I'm just giving. I know, right? Let me give Cordell Patterson some flowers, man, for breaking he got 9 returns, man. 103 yards. Like, I'm about to say, damn, get over.
G trying to mess with you, man.
Oh man, hey, I love this, man. Hey, this is great. Hey, we're gonna go to our third segment, man. And the third segment is gonna be NBA. We kind of touched on it in the last show. I do want to jump into it before we leave, man, and talk about it. But before we do that, we got to give our sponsor a big shout out. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loans? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you.
And you.
And you. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I done hit the wrong thing.
Hey man, listen. BB had put Wilson had 12 yards in the second half. Throwing. Hey man. I can do it. I can throw. Hey man, I promise you I can throw 12 yards. Give me this money, man. God, I can throw a football. What are you talking about?
So, fellas, man, in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets, they are getting their guy back, Kyrie Irving. He's coming back from his 8-game suspension. While he was out, their star player comes out on Twitter, and he says, how do y'all expect me to win?
With this
lineup right here. And he calls out.
Hey man, what What would you do, bro? Did you just call my name?
What would you do?
He trying to light the fire up under him, man.
No, I calling me out.
Yeah, he trying to light the fire up. You gotta step up, man. You gotta step up, man.
OG.
Hey, you ain't been pulling your weight, dog. It's time for you to step it up, dog.
Don't do that, OG. You hate when we call you out. You hate that. Hey, boy, when
you can call me out as long as you coming correct.
No. Hey, you write it down. You take a picture. You don't be giving a shit. You finna get somebody back. You already know it. And let me do that. Man, OG don't be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boy, you'll be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? But then you call out. What you want me to do, man? I got. Speedy Claxton. I got such and such. Hey, man, you want me to win?
But then they come back and win the game after that.
They did. They beat Portland.
But Lillard is out though. Lillard, he got a leg evaluation. Though Lillard didn't play.
We played that game, didn't he?
He played that game. Yeah, he played that game.
Yeah, he played that game.
Oh, okay. I thought he was out.
Yeah, he played that game when they won.
See what happened? They won. I think Claxton or somebody hit the winning shot or something.
You better do something after I just called you out. You know.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, let's get with it, baby.
Is it shade though? Is it shade? That's shade.
100% shade.
Hey, man.
To be honest, it's terrible for the locker room, man. You can't go on Twitter and put stuff out there calling, man, basically saying, you got me out here with all these, and then you expect us to win.
Yeah, really? Playing with trash, you know?
Yeah, you can't do that, man. Especially when you're supposed to be the man as the star of the team. Listen, you got to be trying to build these guys up instead of putting them down, man.
Larry Rice says, I wouldn't want to play with that. You play with that dude, you know? He just called me out.
That remind me of, it's a good thing he's not playing football. Because if he calls out his offensive lineman like that, they all go get together and say, hey, snap the ball. We all laying down. Go get it.
Long as yard. Long as yard. That's terrible though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you sitting at the house chilling with your lady. Hey, look, you just call me trash, you know? Did he just call you out?
Yeah, I was just joking. There, yeah, that's straight shade.
Shade, what?
So is KD the problem, though? Is he?
Is it that he's the problem, or is it just frustration? Because he want to win. Because he want to win.
It's your third. You a superstar. This your third team. It's your third, home.
But ain't like he ain't won. He ain't won though.
He won on somebody else's cool, on somebody else's coattail. Yeah, he was just he was an integral part. But trust me, they didn't need him at the time because they won one without him. They proved that part. They didn't need him.
But we always talk about when you win championships, even though you are the man, you still have a supporting cast. Basically, what he telling me is, I don't have no doggone supporting cast. Where's my supporting cast? That's basically what he telling them. I'm the man, but you want me to win with him and him and him and him. How is that gonna happen? Come on now. That's basically what he's telling them. I need a supporting cast.
Okay, he been on Brooklyn's team how long now? This is his fourth season.
Like 4 seasons.
This is his third coach in 4 seasons, right?
Right.
Because they got rid of the guy that they got rid of his first year there.
Yeah. They got rid of the first one and then brought in Steve Nash.
Right.
And now Steve Nash gone. Now he got jobs.
It's his third coach, man. It's something. I agree. I agree with Larry. Too much ego.
But is it all him? I mean, Kyrie on the team too. Kyrie the one coached him to come in there.
Kyrie got his own problem right now. He better. Kyrie got it. Look, like how Dave Chappelle said. Look. Listen, man. That anti-Semitism. Hey, man. We talked about that, but I'm just saying Kyrie got his own. That's a whole nother issue on that team by itself. But I do think that KD is on the island by itself when it comes to complaining and come to, team wise, you don't get no problems out of KD off the court. But on the court, he don't like coaching. He don't like players. He don't like, don't say nothing bad about him. he got his own issues on. Kyrie got it. Yeah.
Steve said, "Man, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that KD was a team leader. No, he's not. He's a leader in points on your team, but far as you're not following him, I don't think you're following him, man. But to his point, man, after him saying that and coming out, his teammates seem to be playing a little better, but I don't know how that locker room is.
It's just one game. They played better. It's just one game.
This is their second game. They're playing Memphis right now. They're up 109-98.
Durant
Memphis is with Morant. Yeah, Ja's not there, and Bain. Yeah, Desmond Bain is not playing either.
Yeah, they're gonna run through them.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. I don't trust them. Ben Simmons is having himself a game. He's 10 for 12 right now with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Ben Simmons got 20 points.
Yeah, Ben Simmons got 20.
See, look what down for Ben Simmons. Look at that.
I know, right? Look, deep. All right.
Yeah. Ben Simmons got 20. See what we're doing for Ben Simmons?
Let's see. Because it's not everything's all great when you're winning, right? Let's see how you act when you're losing. Like this is what you want to see.
So that leads you to the next segue then.
We'll see.
When you talk about losing. Let's talk about the 14th ranked, the number 14 team in the West.
Gotta be the Lakers.
It took you too long. Get that fast enough. Get that faster, G.
Gotta be the Lakers.
Hey, get there, man.
The one thing I might be right about is AD playing 65 games. The one
thing you're gonna be wrong about is that y'all going to the Western Conference.
Yeah. Look, I thought LeBron was gonna be playing too. Now LeBron the one sitting in street clothes. He don't even go to games no more. Yeah. It ain't nah.
That man ain't got the words.
Got the words. Hey, go Hawks, man. Go Hawks. Like, I don't know, dog. But
they Tennessee.
Yeah, they balling, man. They balling. They had a heck of a game on Saturday night too versus the Raptors, who always give them trouble. That was a heck of a game, overtime win. But let's stay over there in the West. I'm talking about the turmoil that's happening in between these teams, man. The Golden State Warriors. We talked about the incident that happened before the season started. It doesn't seem to me, and maybe I'm just being a little hard on them, the cohesiveness in the team, the camaraderie in the team, it looks like it's broken.
I see it a little differently. They've done a great job with their bench. They got some young guys with, like Wiseman. They just sent Wiseman to the G League. He's not gelling the way they thought he was. And this bench is they're not a cohesive. They don't want to win just yet. Now, at the same time, Klay Thompson, he came out because they've been giving Klay Thompson a little hell too. He just said, he still need a little bit of time. He still need a little bit, to get his stuff together. He's been a little weak, but at the same time, I do feel like this team will, over time, they'll gel a little bit better. They'll get there. Right now, it is turmoil, but I don't think it has nothing to do with the Draymond and Poole situation. Though I've been watching them two guys play together. They're fine. They're moving on. But I just feel like right now they don't have the bench they normally have, that they usually have. Now maybe it may take a trade, or a pickup, but right now that bench is not supporting, the Klay Thompsons and yeah, Curry is balling out of control, but he needs some help, So So
supporting cast.
You need a supporting cast. I think right now, and look, Draymond is not playing bad. He on the defensive end, he's still doing this thing. But I think Mooney right now, is kind of backsliding just a tad bit. Like I said, Clay needs to get his confidence back for some strange reason. I don't think he just don't want to get hurt or something. But and then who I've been watching him play too since he got his bag. He's been a little. How would I say this? A little iffy. Some of his threes have just been he just pulling. Without.
Yeah.
You don't have to try.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
you might have a point. You might have a point with that. Their bench is not as good as it was last year. So that could be it. It looks to me, I think it's something going on, just body language wise. I know they're putting on a good front face for us at times, but at times I kind of see like, I don't fuck with you like that. I don't mess with you like that. I kind of still see that, because honestly, I don't know how you can really. I think it's brave of them to try to put it to the side, but it's hard, man. It's hard. But just to jump on what you said about Klay Thompson, he's getting out that slump, man. He's 13 for 22, 9 for 12 from the 3-point line. He got 38 points today. So he's shooting. Yeah, he's shooting his way out of it. I heard Curry say he's kind of forcing a lot of stuff, trying to get himself out of it. But I see what you're saying. They're playing a pretty bad team in Houston, and they're taking them to the brink too. So, sometimes I don't know, man. Keep an eye on that though. Keep an eye on that Warriors team. I think that's something that can mess up a cohesiveness on a team, man. What happened before the season started?
And I'm gonna tell you this because they lost 4 key guys last year to getting contracts. You know what I'm saying? They lost they lost some key guys that had to get their bag. You know what I mean? They got some new guys with Baldwin Jr., that defensive Vincio or whatever, Jermichael Green. They got some guys that Anthony Lamb. They got to get some guys that understand how this nucleus works. When you in there, they like Larry said, they lost too many key players that keep it going on that bench, and these guys aren't ready for that just yet. They still watching. They're still in amazement watching Curry. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, play. And it's trying to play, get out there. So yeah, man, I think they'll be fine.
Steve Kerr get them ready.
Yeah. Now,
coach, he'll have a coach. You're right about that. Yeah. He'll get them ready, man.
Before we leave, man,
I think we touched on everything.
I got something else we got to touch on, bro. So your boy Antetokounmpo. Have y'all been following that?
How he gonna shove the leather down, man?
He pushed. Now let me paint a picture for you now, and correct me if I'm wrong here. This was after the game.
Correct.
This is after the game. He want to go shoot some free throws, and they're trying to clean up, trying to get this thing together, And he tells the cleanup crew because I think they're finna take the nets down or something. They finna finish. It's like we got a hockey game they start prepping for, because they started doing that right after the game. This dude want to shoot some free throws and then pushes the ladder down and still want to sit out there and continue to shoot after you. Did they take an L? Did they lose the game?
I think they won, but I think he just shot free throws bad.
So they went at home, was he?
No, they went to 76.
No, it was on the road.
I think on the other end, my man came out and took the ball first.
Yeah, Harrell. Look,
then he went to the other end.
Yeah, he was like, man, go home. Go home. Yeah, and then his brother comes out and get into it with Harrell, and Harrell like, boy, I beat your ass. Go home. No, shoot the free throw somewhere else. You already beat us, and now you push the guy down, or the ladder down, and get upset because this ain't your home. This ain't your squad, or this ain't your stadium. Get out of here. But that was new for me for Antetokounmpo. You know what I'm saying?
They would make it so bad they was heckling him. I was a fan of heckling because all the free throws he shot, he missed.
I get it, man. But the coach didn't say get out there and go shoot, Yeah, Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell went, hey, I want trying to hit that.
He wasn't going to Montreal to get that ball back either. He said, "Heck with that! I'm going to the other end.
I'm going to the other end to get another ball."
He went in the locker room. He went in the locker room. But what it was, and normally other teams, they don't mind you going out there and shooting, but they don't have to let you shoot.
Right.
After the game, they have to let you in 90 minutes before each game to go in there and shoot.
Okay.
After the game, yeah, that's it. After the game, there is no responsibility of the home team to allow the away player to come in there and shoot. So he was dead wrong.
You say there's no more after the game is over, no more accommodations?
No more. Your accommodations in the locker room.
Yeah, take your shower, get on your bus, and get on your plane and go home.
And go home. So that's why, like when people go, like when Kobe used to go on the road, Kobe would call. He'd have somebody in every city that has a gym. So he'll go to that gym. He'll pay them, go to their gym, and work out before the game and work out after the game if he wanted to.
Okay.
So yeah, because they only got to give you 90 minutes. So yeah, so he was dead wrong. But like I said, normally people don't have a problem with it. I mean, I've seen other players go out there and do it, after a game, and nobody really has a problem with it. I think it happened like last night or something. So people do it, but they was like, no, you're our rival. I'm definitely not letting you get no extra shots up. So I thought that was. Yeah. So I thought that was good, man, on both sides. Honestly, I think that adds to the rivalry of Philly and Milwaukee. I can't wait to see them go at it. Next game.
Oh yeah.
Well, it won't be Montreal because he don't get much playing time.
At all, not
Well, he wasn't anyway. Yeah, he wasn't anyway.
That's why he was fresh to fight. I'm gonna get something in.
Yeah, look, that was his game time. You messed up his game time. Look,
he said that was his game time.
Usually not from the visiting team though. Yeah, right, Steve. Yeah, the visiting team normally don't go out there and shoot. But in OKC, it was one of the visiting players was actually out there shooting, and they didn't care. I was like, oh.
Did you play today, son? You just want to get some just want to shoot around? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was good, man. It was funny, like you said, to see Giannis get upset. He told him to move the first time, then he moved out the way. They moved it right back, and then he went and pushed. Hey, you see how strong he is? He pushed that thing with one hand. With one hand, that thing went about 10 feet, dog.
My arm would have been hurt. Boy.
Hey.
that dude that ladder? Hey, man. That dude
I would
have, man.
I would have fell right up on the ladder. Did you believe?
Oh.
Hey. Chi-chi.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all just try to get paid, man. Y'all try to get paid off of us.
Hey, man. Like they said, they were getting the Philadelphia Flyers. But that was saying the Philadelphia Flyers play in that same, arena. So they got to get some stuff done. And you playing, listen, we finna take the goal down.
Trust me, it wasn't about the Philadelphia Flyers. Because like you said, Montreal's over there getting his shots over, no problem. It definitely wasn't about that. He should have did like your boy Let's Ride did on the plane. Yeah,
oh,
come on.
He's out there working out on the plane. Doing push-ups and all that, going through progressions.
Yeah.
I don't care about that, but he was doing that.
Hey, y'all was worried about them bumps and center with the new coach, though, wasn't you?
I was. I'm not worried no more.
Then, hey, we also thought that
my brother, man.
Go ahead.
My brother was telling me that coach is a heck of a coach. I was like, man, you ain't seen this guy coach. What you mean that dude coaching his butt off?
Hey,
He coached his butt off, man. So
in people's face, yeah.
Yeah,
we thought
he
we thought Idoko was gonna be working by this time too, didn't
we? Yeah. But like the OG said, Boston said they ain't letting him go. You think you about to let him go and come beat up on us? No. We're gonna hold on to him. Hey, not your average guy, man. We thank you, my dog. We thank you, Brody. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, man. Be thankful for everything. Love on your family, man. Enjoy your family. Eat as much food as possible, man. And just spread love while you're out there. Everybody that's out there, man, thank y'all for rocking with us. Episode 54 is in the books. As you all know, we won't be back on until the 30th of November. We're going to take this break, man, and spend with our family. Enjoy this holiday. So we appreciate you all, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Thank y'all for bringing a friend and telling a friend about the show. It's been a fun ride, man. I can't wait to get back to it. Larry Wright, my guy Steve, not your average guy. James Littlejohn, man, from Wakanda forever. Make sure y'all go see that. Make sure y'all go see that too, bro.
Y'all seen it?
Yes, sir. Twice.
Dang.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, real quick, when we were at the game, my wife, she's like, listen, we can go ahead and catch, because my mama watch the kids when we get a minute off. She go, listen, we can go watch the game watch the movie at iPix. And I'm like, yeah, buy the tickets. And right before she about to press buy, like, hold up, we gotta do the show. And she go, damn it, I forgot. We were so hyped, we were about to do it. She was like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. I'm like, go ahead. Wait. Do it. We were so excited to have some time out, Yeah.
Hey, man. My guy, BB, Larry Wright, Pop, I love you, man. Drive safe tomorrow. Kanisha Davis says, Alvin Jameson, our sponsor. Make sure y'all check my guy out.
Larry, where you bowl at on Thursday, man? Tell me where you bowl at on Thursday. What time?
Let's see. I know we got some more people on here. I'm missing. Rodney Littlejohn. Big Country. And who else? Matthew Wright. Man, thank y'all for with us, man. We love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep God first. For your boy G, for the OG to my right, and for Corey Davis, man. We love y'all. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep God first. Have a great Thanksgiving, man. Oh, and make sure y'all follow Crystal and Lisa on IG and TikTok. The That's Right podcast on all your podcast platforms. The His and Hers podcast. And Tribe Six Candles for all your candle needs. And Nadine, what up, partner? That's right. Go Cowboys.
How about we got to end the show like this, man? We were doing good.
Hey, Corey, I have to give you my dad's number, man. He said call him.
Yeah, man.
So y'all can go up there and hit it, man.
I know that, right? I need to get some one of these weekends, man.
All right, Corey, don't start that, man.
Don't start it, Corey. Don't do that.
Don't start.
Hey, let me know when y'all go there.
You'll get hooked again. Corey. So take it one time.
It's in my blood, man. I just want to let me know when you're practicing one of these days, Big Larry. I want to come out there. You know what I mean?
He practiced everything. That bad boy stay out there, man. He stay out there. And he got free. He got free. He got free game because he done bowled. I don't know how many 300s he done bowled this year. He done bowled. I think he bowled a couple this year.
300s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
perfect game.
Yeah. Oh no. I think his average is like two. I think he's at 224, something like that.
That's what's up. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, he said it went down.
In my head, that's just rolling.
Hey, good night, baby. Look, he went to dinner and came back already. Oh, she did it.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, man, we love y'all, baby. Hey, we'll see y'all in a week, man. Y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, baby.
Hey, y'all have a good Thanksgiving, fellas.
Eat lots of turkey. Gobble.com. Good turkeys on there. Fellas, I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, man. Y'all be careful.
Gobble, man.
Y'all, hey, gobble.com, bro.
All right, fellas, man. Oh, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, my dog.
Fellas.
Hey, same to y'all.
All right.
This thing
Y'all
we'll
still
holler, big dog.
All right.
We'll holler.
Later.
This thing still ain't log us off yet?
Yeah, you been in the show, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that show, G.